Hey guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video, we're going through the GWS versus Fremantle game, in which Fremantle comprehensively beat GWS by 5 goals to wrap up, what is it now, is that almost a top 4 space, or getting them involved in the top 4 race? Let me just check quickly. I think they're around that 7 win marker. Yeah, they're on 10 games played at 28 points. And a percentage of 133, which is a little bit behind the likes of Brisbane and also Adelaide, but Brisbane's going to win, so they do need the likes of Adelaide to lose in the final round to realistically be a chance, given that I don't think they will. I don't think they'll catch either of those two percentages of like 160 and 179, given they're about 40% off. So they're going to need a loss somewhere along the lines with the likes of Adelaide, I suspect, in the final round, and I don't know who Adelaide have. But anyway, let's just jump into this video here. You can see Parker's been an interesting one this year, and I think she's one that could be an interesting case next year as well. If we just look at this, get rid of those couple. You can see Parker 91.6. I think she's one that could potentially take the next step. We've seen her go 110, 74, 116, 78, 96, 69, 63. She's really struggled sometimes, but then also really been able to score those 120 plus scores. The problem with her is that I just don't know if GWS has a good enough midfield, to be honest, to allow her to, because she can just get tagged out of games. Sometimes you can see this this 15 disposal game here, an 18 disposal game here, another 19 here. So she really does struggle when she gets tagged, I think. So I just wonder if their midfield isn't good enough, and especially with potential of other girls leaving out of this side or something like that, just because they are really bad, that it could cause Parker to really not be able to score the greatest. But we'll just see about how she goes. Beeson, 97, 19 touches, 9 tackles for a 97 is absolutely huge. O'Dowd had pretty much played as a midfielder, 15, 5, 5, 12, and also a goal as well there for a 93. I didn't see this coming, as she had scored a top of, I think, 78 all year and was playing the toughest ruck matchup out there. And Strom even had 33 hitouts. Strom had 3 free kicks against, which is not good. But yeah, she had this toughest ruck matchup of the year effectively, and then somehow scored a 93, which is quite incredible. And would have liked to have had her 93 now and readjusted that so that it was I had flicked it onto a Sheeran, given Sheeran was the one that scored out of all the defenders. I don't think Gay scored too well in the Essendon game. I think she scored a 60-odd. Where'd she go? She went 87 in the end. Wow. So, yeah, either Gay or Sheeran were the ones to flick it to, but from the Hall cash. But it is what it is. Pease, 74. Smith, 70. Brasendale, 69. McCormack, she scored a 60 as well, as sort of that's... She wasn't even playing ruck. It was actually Fleur Davies that was playing a little bit of ruck. And actually had more time on ground. She was in the mid-20s last game, or for the last couple games, and now she was on 44, which is a massive increase. Sarika, 60. Goldsworthy on 55. I'm really shocked to see this role for Goldsworthy. 7 touches, 9 tackles. I think she can just be used more effectively, to be honest with you. And yeah, it's a really shocking role that they've got her in, to be honest with you. And yeah, she's had 99% time on ground. Yet she is, look at this. You can just see it's sort of this play on ball, but then shift forward out of the contest. And she's just not being able to impact the game enough. Having, let's look at this, 19 touches last week for a 67. The week before that, 13, 12, 17, 15, 16, 16, 13, 18. And then you look the year before in season 8, she had 10, 18, 18, 19, 20, 17, 18, 24, 18, and then also 21. Whereas she's just getting, it's probably actually almost around the same numbers, almost, actually a little bit down, 0.6, about 3 possessions down per game, about mark and a half down, and tackles are down by half a mark. Just over half a tackle a game. Sort of shows what I'm sort of showing here, but then she's also continued her goals per game still the same. So I just wonder if her role is necessarily that good, or whether she's just sort of playing this odd role, sort of similar of Ponta, when she could probably be playing a more efficient role. Then we go down, Grayson Powerger with a 45. That seems to be where she sits at. Davies, Eva, Gaffney, Huntington, 37. So I'm glad that I did the trade now, because Bonnie Toogood would get to, I think, scored an 83 or something like that. So she made up for it, Bonnie Toogood, a week later, as pretty much she's about plus 30 or so on Huntington across 2 weeks. Garnett, Evans, Randall, Newman, 2 goals early, and then did, I think, nothing for the rest of the game. You can see 21 by halftime, and then did nothing. And then you've got Mowbray and Ransom. Then we go over to the likes of the Freo Dockers. McCarthy, I think, someone that I highlighted in the trade targets for week 9. She had 23 touches, 3 marks, 5 tackles, 3 goals, 1 as well, to help her to get to a 108. But yeah, absolutely huge from her. And this could have been an even bigger total, it looks like. Strom, only the 1 mark. If she had taken upwards of like 5 marks there or 4 marks there, this would have been a huge one, as long as the 3 free kicks against. But she still went 108, which is all right. It's not perfect, but given that there were some, it's sort of what she was priced at. Whereas there were some girls that definitely went overpriced. I should say, isn't that effectively underpriced? They scored more than what they were priced at. So yeah, it's a little bit disappointing, given I wanted like a 120, and especially disappointing given that O'Dowd went massively overs. O'Dowd's priced at about 68, 67. So for her to go 25 points overs against Strom is a little bit annoying, and I probably could have spread it out a little bit more evenly. Lally, 88, East, 78, O'Driscoll, 73, Kaufman, 71 for Kaufman, which is, I think, her highest score of the year. Newton with a 67. Let's just look at these sort of splits here. You can see Newton just got off to a horrific start, and so did a lot of the girls in general. Strom got off to a horrific start. If Strom had gotten sort of that 30-point first that we usually see out of her, then this is a massive game. But it is what it is. Her and O'Dowd took the honours in the first quarter. Back to it, Gabby O'Sullivan with a 53. She just, huge first quarter, and then fell away in the last 3. Would have liked to have seen her get up towards, have a 15-point quarter in there, because that would have been huge for the scoring as alongside that 30-point first. But it is what it is. Low, Hetherington, Biden-Webb-Webster, 41. So this would have been decent cash gen for those that had gone for her. But in the end, I didn't go for her because of the chaos that I think was around, I think. Unless I did... let me just check if I did actually go for her. Nope, I went for Borg, who went 52. That's even better. Solid. Sweet. It is what it is. I'll take that. Biden-Webb-Webster, 41. That was pretty good. I think I might have even had a plan where at one point I was going with Biden-Webb-Webster and Borg at one point, but I don't know if that was necessarily it. But that would have been some good cash then if I had a plan like that. Vera, Antonio, Flynn, Seth, Pugh, Kukawak, Brazel, Mulholland, and Krieg. Brazel, I think in the injury report, was the only one injured. So there's that. I don't think O'Sullivan actually was injured. I think she'll be fine. She's an absolute warrior. I don't know how her shoulder hasn't given way at this point, given how much strapping is on it. But yeah, 53 for O'Sullivan is not the worst, not the best. Sort of in line with Randall's 58, I think it was. But anyway, that is the video there going through it. And yeah, the fancy relevant people or girls for the last round are probably just McCarthy, Strom, O'Sullivan, just because she's a forward, and that's probably it, to be honest with you, just looking at it here. But anyway, if you did enjoy that video, remember to like and subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you know when I upload, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.